So I could ask you then, is like, how are you feeling about the upcoming referendum?
I'm nervous that we're not going to get it, but at the same time, when you hear that people are backing us, like the children's charities, and each time I hear of somebody new backing us, or even somebody in my family that I wasn't sure of if they would or not, and each little thing like that kind of builds up your confidence, but then you have to be cautious at the same time. So I live in hope, shall we say.
If it doesn't go through, why do you think that would be?
I would imagine lack of voters on the day. I would imagine that. I mean, I read an article a couple of weeks ago where there was 120,000 18 to 25-year-olds who still hadn't registered to vote. Today is the last day that they can do that. So, I mean, even if they register, the people who have registered need to get out there and vote, or we're not going to win this. And I think people on the no side are adamant that this won't go through. So all of them are more likely to go out than, they're just the avid supporters like myself of the yes side, but there are people whom it doesn't affect, who have registered but yet may not go out on the day. That's what I'm afraid of.
What would you say to those people?
It may not affect you at the moment, but it definitely could in the future. And if it was yourself that had to go out and basically knock on everybody's door and ask them if it's okay if I can get married in the future, I think they would have different reaction. I think if you asked all females, for example, who are not gay and who are on the fence, if you asked them, or if you said to them that we had to ask every man in the country for equal pay, I think they would understand it a little better with that kind of analogy. I think it's lack of understanding as well, that and also some people have never, that they know of, spoken to a gay person, and certainly not about any of this stuff. So I think people's minds could be changed if they just spoke to others. That's why the canvassing is so important.
What would it mean to you if it passes?
It would just be incredible. It would mean that the way I grew up, how I felt as a teenager, knowing that already I was a second-class citizen just at the time that I was coming to terms with it myself, that I'm gay, that I do things now like go out and canvass, so that hopefully there are kids growing up in the country now who will see that, and who will see that it gets better, and that we have ordinary everyday lives just like everybody else. And I think it's for those kids that this will mean the most, and or maybe for us older generation to see those kids not having to deal with what we dealt with. But I think there's going to be many parties, and I hope that is the way it goes anyway. I would love that.